Imagine that.
Hey,
what
we're
a
here.
great marketing
Are we here?
ploy.
We're here.
Okay,
See,
welcome.
Like, dude,
landed.
that would,
Oh,
they
good.
would never fucking fuck up. Imagine,
Who?
okay, so you sold scissors that can cut through pennies,
Right?
but that's
You
the
neglected-
only thing they cut through.
But
You would never fail because in the advertisements you would just cut through pennies
Yeah,
only.
they're like, yo, you can cut through pennies with
and
these.
people would just assume it could cut through anything.
Right. And people would
Well,
be
I
like,
mean,
oh.
all right, you know, penny is
Right.
made of.
So you're not lying, is what you're saying.
You can
Not
cut
lying
through
at
some
all.
other shit, I'm sure.
No,
What's up?
not
Jill
with
Smith
these
is in the chat.
specific scissors.
Kristen's in the chat. Carl Callan is in the chat. My mom is in the chat. What's up, guys? Welcome. Welcome to the show. Everybody say something. Let us know if you can hear us okay.
Can you
Is it
hear
okay?
us?
Can you hear us just fine?
Can hear us okay.
If you can hear us, everybody
Can you
take
hear
your
us?
pants off. All right.
Okay.
Let me
Good.
know.
Oh. Hi, Moops. Good job. All right. So, welcome to Awesome Talk Season 12, Episode 10 on March 3rd, 2020. The Super Duper Tuesday special.
Ugh.
Oh my God, what a
Don't
fucking
ever
shit show.
name anything specials ever again. It's the fucking bane of our existence.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. It's pretty awful.
Just the word special.
Yeah,
It's
that
just-
is like brings a taint upon this show.
Yeah, it taints
That
it up.
is just I
Like
feel like
taint,
we
like
have
as in
learned our lesson.
fermentation taint, or
Both
like
kinds. A tainted
undercarriage taint.
The
taint.
tainted
Both.
taint.
A fermented
A
undercarriage.
tainted taint.
What, like
That's a good band name.
Ooh, tainted
guys.
undercarriage is a good. It's a
Tainted
good
No,
like a
undercarriage.
metal name.
fermented undercarriage.
Tainted.
Oh
fermented.
yeah,
That's also
like,
good.
That's like taint
Yeah.
cheese.
Fermented undercarriage. Oh man, yeah, that's like some Norwegian death metal.
And
right
you,
there.
you guys
Fermented
always show
under-
up
Yeah,
in a carriage.
we're fermented, and then you burn a church down. Yeah, and then you eat your bandmate.
On stage.
Let's see. Carl Callan.
How
Awesome
much
talk.
of your bandmates do
The
you
best.
think you could eat before people start to think it's not just theatrics?
How much what?
How much of your bandmate do you think you could eat on stage before fans start to feel like it's not theatrics?
I'd
Is
say
your
at least
bandmate
three.
in on it
At
too?
least 3 bites.
That's
3
it?
bites? You think
3
that's it?
bites?
I mean,
of
how
meat?
long are you eating this person before you're like gonna perform?
Well, all right.
Like,
What is the
'cause-
Well, it
person?
could
I mean,
be
are we
after
are we
or
cooking the
during.
person? Is this raw flesh? Are
It's
we?
raw.
It's raw. It could take forever. I think
Yeah.
by the second hour, people would be like, "All right, I came here for a concert.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Well,
Why is it
happen
just
quietly
Why is
sitting
it
on
just this
stage?
guy eating?"
Yeah, it's just quietly.
You got a
sitting on stage.
you got a bib, and you're like,
butler's
man
coming
versus
out.
food, except for like it's
Yeah,
a
right.
human. You're like, I can't do
Yeah.
anymore. I'm all out.
Yeah, you guys think this is terrible. I have to play the whole fucking set without deciding. It's gonna sound like shit. I'm inviting people to a watch party right now as we speak.
Ah, and then just stares off into the distance.
So let's do a quick around the bar while we're here. I mean, who cares how many of us there are, right? As you can see tonight, folks, we've got a very skeletal group tonight, which is due to a series of unfortunate events for some folks.
Lemony Snickets.
But we are here, and I'm Rick, and I'm your host.
I'm Rob, and I'm not.
I'm Stones.
I'm Sarah.
Matt is my name.
All right, way to go.
Yeah.
Good work there.
What is your game?
It seemed.
Oh, this was like a
Mortal Kombat.
1980s slogan, like where you like introduce yourself and hi, I'm Matt.
Yeah, I'm Matt, and this is what I do.
This is my thing.
And then you like jump off like a stoop, and you're like,
A,
"Hwah!"
a stoop.
Yeah, right. And then your name pops up, and it's all squiggly lines.
And you're like,
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat is my game.
it's not.
Dude, I wanted to do a petition.
It's clear.
I don't know. From
Clearly
the
not.
small clips I've seen of you two playing together, it doesn't seem to be the case between you two.
What do you mean?
Well, every time I've seen them play together, it's always Matt frustrated because Rob won again. But to be fair, I have not witnessed all of the playing that you've done, so I don't know what
No,
the
it's-
score
it's-
here.
That's
is.
pretty much par for the course. Yeah, that's
Pretty
usually
much.
how
Have
it goes.
you beaten
Pretty
him?
much.
Yeah, he's beating me.
The first time.
Yes.
Is it more the first Mortal Kombat?
It was the first time. It was
We
the
can't ever
first
keep
time-
track of what it is.
It
It's
was
like every
the
time
fir-
we get on there, we can't figure out which one it really is.
It's just
Sometimes it's
a
three.
nebula.
Sometimes it's 2. Sometimes it's
1.
One.
I want to do a petition
Dude, I
because
want to
I
film
think
a montage of Matt coming over and practicing Mortal Kombat with like a sweatband on.
Like
Yes.
training.
Like
it's
training.
like dun 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 dun
to
dun dun.
get to the part where he could
Yeah.
beat you 3 out of 3.
In the background, it's playing the Mike Tyson's music for like
Yeah.
where you're jogging.
Yeah, right.
Great. Put a head. He's got to have a headband.
Every so often, one of us
Yeah.
comes out from behind the curtain. We yell at him. We're like, Matt, do it better.
You got little weights on your fingers so you can get like your button speed up. And
Yeah, exactly.
Button speed.
You start wearing like that I'm over 50, I've got carpal tunnel disease wrist
Yep.
thing, and like
You mean like those? Are you
the
talking
mom
about those,
bracelets, the mom
those-
wristbands.
The
The
metal
mom
things with the
wristbands.
balls in the end that they think are like magnetic mirror
just-
balls.
No, I just,
Wait.
just
You know
that,
what I'm
that
talking
brace thing
No,
that wraps
it's
around
sort of
the,
like a split.
Yeah.
all right.
Like a bowling sleeve.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Oh, I know what
less,
you're talking about.
but
Okay.
less.
Yeah, sure. I want to start a petition to make Pickle Rick from Rick and Morty a Mortal Kombat character. I think he'd be a
complete
great.
with all of his cyborg stuff,
Yes.
like all the
Yeah,
weapons.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah. He comes out with
completely
all the
unfair.
fucking-
So many DLC
Well, they've got
characters.
yeah, but you got the
for
Predator
Mortal
there
Kombat.
now. The Terminator is there now. The
The Joker,
Alien is there.
Joker's in it.
Joker's in it.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be completely unfair because in every scene, Pickle Rick has a new thing that he's added to his weaponry that is not possible for anybody to have constructed.
Dude,
So, like,
Here's
the
my
fatality
question.
would be
Here's
insane.
my question. Is there a point where Rick and Morty being sold commercially becomes fucking sold out?
Disappointing.
No, this is why Rick and
This-
Morty.
I'm
constructed
already there.
something- Rick and Morty constructed something that is the most impressive thing ever to any storyline. They've made it so literally anything they do is acceptable because they live in the multiverse. So you get to believe that in this fucking version of the universe they'll do it this way, and in another version they're not doing it that way.
I think though
And
with the
you can
commercial
believe
shit,
anything.
Are you into the commercials where they're like selling products now?
Dude, I'm fucking wearing a Rick and Morty shirt.
oh
right
my
now.
god!
The Two Brothers shirt.
Where did you get that from?
From tpublic.com.
Two Brothers was
And it says the whole fucking title in there too.
I need a picture of
There
this.
are a lot. Two Brothers, Alien Invasion, Tomato, Monster, Mexican Armada
And all
Brothers.
sorts of things.
Who are just
the
regular
movie.
brothers and all sorts of things. The movie. Yeah. But Pickle Rick should be or dude, make the Two Brothers a character.
I can't.
I don't think
Can't
they're
fucking believe
popular
you have that.
enough.
Yeah,
Pickle
yeah.
Rick would have maybe a chance, but
Pickle Rick's got a good chance,
Pickle
man.
Rick would gain steam if there was an actual. But it wouldn't matter. It just comes down to ownership.
Sure.
Right.
Franklin.
Shit.
All right. So there was a news story I wanted to bring up, and it wasn't just because I wanted to talk about the bullying in it, but the bullying that followed based on stupid information. I was talking about the kid with dwarfism who his
In
mother
Australia
filmed.
or
Yes,
whatever? Yeah.
right. And so first off, I thought it was pretty fucking obvious that it was a child, not because he was tiny, but because when you're a kid, your skin is different and your hair is different. Okay, like if you're a dwarf, you still grow up.
Right.
Okay, so like if you're 18, 20, 25, 30 years old, whatever the fuck it is, your skin is going to look different, your hair is going to look different. I thought it was pretty fucking clear it was a kid.
Right.
Okay, now at first, and this is what always happens, at first, people came out in a fucking wave of support for this kid, right? And I was like, okay, I want to see if this gets past the next 24 hours. Celebrities are raising money, right? Then all of a sudden the stories start coming out that he's actually 18 and this whole thing is a fucking scam. And everybody attributed it to, like, he was at a birthday party standing next to the number 18. The internet turned that into a story that he was celebrating his 18th
man.
birthday. To the
So
point,
now he's a farce,
right.
and immediately the response is what? People get aggravated and angry and start bullying him because.
Dude, I saw somebody post that midget is 18 and just trying to fuck over everybody.
Well, you know, I mean, we got to do a bone marrow test at this point to clearly.
Yeah, I guess we
determine the
certainly
exact
do. We do.
age.
And by the way, it was super fucking easily provable that he was not 18 years old, by the way. Like, so listen, man, the internet, in a way, it does a lot of great things, and in another way, it's twisted a lot of people to where you have a group of people who will not believe anything that is true.
Yeah.
and believe instead everything that's untrue.
Yeah, you're living in an
They've
alternate truth.
Switched it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
Question everything, believe nothing, and
right. Now, it's great to question everything when you live in an era where anybody can just send you anything and call anything a fact. Like, I fucking get that. But, like, you have to apply a little bit of logic sometimes to things and maybe not be, like, people were so eager to come out and tell other people, you fucking idiot, I can't believe you believed that. That's the part that bothers me. It's not about telling the truth. It's not about people figuring out that this happened and exposing it. It's about them getting to point their finger at you and being like, I got you, motherfucker. Like, that's what people, they want that fucking emotional carnage, dude.
Man, you know, I think a more damaging aspect of the internet. I have I have a lot of friends in EMS because I was part of EMS for a decade myself. Well, I saw a guy post on the other day about this possible coronavirus case nearby, and he was posting like, oh, the media is blowing this whole thing out of proportion, this is all bullshit, blah, 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 they have to be within 15 days. And he started spitting all this technical information about like why the media is full of crap on it, and it's just like, hey bro, from one medical technician to another, like if anyone trusts your opinion on some shit, like maybe, you know,
I know what you're getting at. I know exactly
not
what you're
doing
getting
it
at.
right.
Right.
And he
Yeah.
was like, huh? And I was like, you didn't get what I meant? Like, it's hard enough to get people just to wash their fucking hands.
Right.
Why, you know, like...
Right. And you look like a medical professional, and now you're out here in public telling people your opinion, and they're going to start looking at it like it's a fact.
Right.
It's tough, man.
It's a weird world. It's a weird ass fucking world. It's hard now to educate anybody on anything because all they want to do is discredit what you're saying or look for the fault in it so that they
Yes.
can disprove whatever
Right.
you're saying.
Look, man, I want to be legitimately disproved. If I'm saying
Oh
something
yeah,
wrong.
if I'm wrong,
Okay?
I want
Like-
I'm totally willing to
like-
accept and learn and have new experiences, and
Listen,
learn
man,
new things.
I always
Of course,
make this.
it's
I
like-
always make this joke, but it's not really a joke. That's why I only voted for Barack Obama once, because by the second time I was like, wow, I saw a lot of really bad shit. Not the shit Republicans are complaining about,
Right.
by the way.
Right.
The shit Republicans complain about was fucking dumb.
Right.
There were real things to complain about, and they didn't talk about that, which is another thing that just reminds you how theatrical this fucking all is.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're gonna blow up this fucking birth certificate thing or some other dumb shit like that, right? And it's like, yeah, man, but like, he just did a drone strike the other day that killed 9 innocent children, and all they said to Afghanistan was, "Oops." Like, could you imagine if somebody bombed 9 kids here who were looking for food because their country was fucking decimated?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nobody said anything about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a problem with being wrong about somebody. You know, I'm just going the best I can in what I have at the time.
Sure.
I like Bernie Sanders. If Bernie Sanders turns out to be a fucking asshole, I'm going to be the first one to say it. when
Well,
it
you own
happens,
up to
dude.
it.
I
I
have
mean,
to.
you say that now, but how many people with integrity have that integrity to do that?
Most
You know, we
people
talk
don't.
about that a lot on the show about how people, you know, don't backtrack what they say because they get defensive about their decision making, particularly when
Yes.
it comes to politics.
Right.
I think in life, a lot of people have that same exact fucking issue, like just altogether.
Oh, with
all the tough
anything,
shit
yeah,
going
yeah,
on,
yeah.
you know? I think that's true.
Yeah, I think you see a lot of it on Facebook.
It's like
you see a
just
lot of people.
point of pride, right? Like,
You know, I had a person come at me the other day because I posted I put up a post about the association with white supremacists and Nazis supporting Donald Trump.
yes.
Right, and that wasn't a statement about all people who support Donald Trump are Nazis or racist. It was the fact that that party had supported him. They had endorsed him. It was
Yes.
well known. It was a fucking problem from the very beginning.
Sure.
And I had somebody call me out and say, "Well, I'm not a racist or I'm not a Nazi," and I'm like, "What are you talking about, man? That's some defensive shit over
Right.
nothing, right? You're
Right.
not even looking at what I'm saying. You're just
Right.
You're doing word association and not even logically look at what I'm doing." And then came at me about my profession. And this is a problem I've been having a lot lately with that whole truthy kind of bullshit.
Right.
Is that
Dude, there's a lot of arguments that go on in your comments.
oh, the amount of
section.
people that fucking say to me, "I can't believe you teach the youth of America," and you fucking. And first of all, I'll set the record straight physically here.
Shut up,
I'm gonna set the
public
record straight right here
attackers,
live because I'm
corner,
tired of
fucking
fucking.
shakes.
I'm tired of writing it on my Facebook. First of all, I left teaching.
Did
11 years ago, I left teaching. Okay,
that a thing?
to finish my degree so that I could be a historian
Right.
and not teach at a public school anymore because I didn't want to funnel the same textbook bullshit at people. I
Right.
wanted to investigate my field further. So
Right.
now I'm a historian who happens to get paid to talk about historical facts in a classroom setting through lecture and then test people on whether or not they get the facts through critically thinking.
Right.
It's not a market to sell politics.
Right.
It's not a way to rewrite history. They think that
Right, you
way.
get accused of that.
Oh, yeah, well, because we're on an upper level of understanding historical
Right.
knowledge, and we apply critical thinking and we apply all that stuff to it, and then all of a sudden it's not 10th grade.
Right.
It's
Right.
this person's not a perfect human being. This is
Right.
not how you got it painted to you. So people who have a high school interpretation of history,
Right.
not just U.S. history, but history of the fucking world,
Right.
don't get how complex that shit is. Which means if that's a vast majority
Right.
of people that don't understand that history is not the red, white, and fucking awesome bullshit, and
Right.
it's not the way the world looks all of the time if you objectively look at it, how many people do not apply that objectivity to every fucking thing?
It seems
And-
to be the most rational
Yeah, that's
thing
it,
to
the same thing
fucking.
about science. That I
Right.
feel like if people were more scientifically literate in our country, that need to critically think would go towards everything else. It's the same that you're saying about the
Open-mindedness.
knowledge of history.
Well, how many people are closed-minded that completely just completely dismiss science? Right? I
Yeah.
fucking hate science
Right.
until they're in a hospital getting chemotherapy,
Yes, of course.
or they have a
Right.
fucking health issue
Right.
where science is going to fucking save their life. But the science that applies to them is okay, not the other science.
Right.
Like we spent 2,000 years studying the fucking world to just be guessing and making shit up.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
thousands of fucking scientists across the world are saying what they say just to fucking fool you.
Yeah, just to
in
fool
an
you.
elaborate fucking conspiracy.
How quickly people are to believe that.
Yeah, I know, but it's
People
always
think
like,
we go to
Well,
college
it's
and
like,
learn
oh, but, you know,
liberal
we have to
shit to
question
become
that, of
liberals.
course.
Like
Yeah, I
that
know,
doesn't
right.
fucking happen.
Listen,
Half
yeah,
the
it's got
people I
nothing to do
learned
with
from.
liberal or not liberal, just
Dude,
to do either this
I
happened or
I
fucking
appreciate
didn't happen.
Right.
That's all.
I appreciate the people who question it for what that's worth, but I appreciate their objectivity.
I think we had this
objectives,
conversation recently,
You know,
and I
Did
said
we?
I respect the prowess, but not the direction.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Thanks.
And the anger, right? And the anger that comes when you disagree with
Dude,
somebody or
it's-
try to
it's-
prove them
listen,
wrong.
man, and the anger's another thing. Look, let's clear this up, all right? If you're the type of person who calls another person a snowflake and you get mad about it,
You're the
a
snowflake.
Also, if you get called a snowflake and you're mad about it, you might also be a snowflake,
Right,
by the
right.
way. So, like, people are trying to differentiate themselves from everybody else by being, like, tough about their beliefs. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's like, dude, man, fuck your beliefs. What really happened? I believed that when I voted the first time for Barack Obama, things were going to get better.
Right.
They didn't. A lot of things. I'm not saying things didn't get better for everybody. I know people who his presidency helped personally.
Right.
You know what I mean? Who saved his medical plan saved one of my best friends' lives, dude. So I get it. But there were a lot of things that I went, oh, this is not what I was taught. How good we're supposed to be. Like Americans are supposed to be like the most innovative.
The fucking
like,
trendsetters,
the
man. Yeah,
trendsetters.
yeah.
But now we're just following the old shit from now to the end of history.
Right.
What the fuck are we doing, dude? Like we have to start thinking about the fact that, and I said this in the last show, our species needs to start figuring out what the fuck exactly it is we're building together. Right? If we figured out all medicine, we figured out the environment, we figured out the economy, we figured, okay, dude, you can do like what they do when they grow weed in California. You can perfect that fucking system, make it perfect. Everybody can get the medicine they want, the food that they want. But we don't fucking do that,
No.
dude. It's I
Because
want
it's
to be
proprietary.
Jeff Bezos.
It's proprietary.
Right.
Everybody wants to make $1 billion off of it and fuck
Right.
everyone else.
Well,
But
hold
the
on,
problem
though.
is most people who think that way are the people who are not ever going to make $1 billion.
Right.
They're not even going to.
Oh no, they're not
you
even.
know what I mean?
I was thinking that today.
Yeah.
When you think about wealth inequality, and you're like, oh, people that get mad and yell and scream about shit and have an opinion, they think they're here,
Yeah.
and they
Right.
are way the
Yeah.
fuck down here, and never gonna be where they think they are.
have to believe that though. Like, dude, I saw someone say like, "Why should we punish rich people for working hard?" And I was like,
That's some weird worship,
first
man.
of all, most of these fucking really rich people inherited their shit and hoarded it for fucking however many generations.
Right.
Like, That's not hard work.
Or
Like, that's-
ultimately, they came up with something that they were able to fuck a consumer out of after.
Well,
it
the
became
other
popular.
thing is like fucking that. The other day, I was watching some interview with fucking one of the new congresswomen, and she said, "You don't become what is she said the thing about being a billionaire. People don't make $1 billion; they take $1 billion."
Yes.
And she's right.
Mm-hmm.
The truth is that once you get to the point where you're making $1 billion, you're only doing it by exploiting people.
Right.
And exploiting
You're
social,
not
exploiting
honestly
social
making
programs.
$1 billion.
See, but that's
You're
the thing.
not.
That's the argument from the other side. Is that you
They
have
took
these-
advantage
They
of.
took advantage of the socialist systems that we have built into our society as it is, and
That's
that's
a
why, and
convenient
that's and that's
argument
why
right now.
these fucking runaway corporations are
Bless you.
allowed to
Thank
run
you.
away in the manner that they have because there was other shit. That's their.
Well, that's always been my
side of the
argument when
argument,
people
you know?
when people get riled up about immigrants and they get riled up about all the programming that goes on and all of the ability for and you look at it and say, okay, well, if you wanted immigrants to stop coming here in such waves, right? If you're really that xenophobic about immigrants, go after the people that employ them that
I
offer
say that
all
all
the
the
jobs.
fucking
Right,
time.
right.
Go after, and it's not,
Will
and
not
the
happen.
fucking
Yeah.
the
and by the way,
craziest
your
shit.
boy Donald Trump did that
Dude,
too.
the fucking craziest shit for me, and I fucking hate this shit. We're gonna get on a roll here because the craziest
wait,
shit.
Before you get on a roll, can I do one thing?
Can I just make one point and then?
Can I
Oh
just
man,
say-
look at this.
Oh, yeah.
fucking-
I just want to say hi to Gloria,
Hi,
to
Gloria.
Nick, hi to Steve, hi to Stern, hi to Rob, hi to Brandy, hi to Lisa, hi to Mike, hi to Alexandra, hi to Ian, hi to Sean. Everybody say hello, please. What's up, Chance Gerbolini? Just say hello. And if anybody's watching us in one of the watch parties, go over to our Facebook page and watch us over there and join that bigger chat. And just say, I know you're all mesmerized by what we're saying right now, but just say what's up. That's all. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no! The only thing I was going to say, and it's just the only thing that gets you going gets me going is about immigrants. Is that the people that tend, like you said, complain about things, right?
Right.
It's always people who you could fucking point out and say, "What? Have you ever looked in the fucking mirror?" Because the people that are complaining about massive droves of immigrants taking advantage of shit, being people employed about these
Yeah.
people own small businesses.
Yeah.
And employ illegal immigrants.
Yeah, right.
And are complaining about the illegal immigrants that are doing the work
Right.
for them to make the money that they are also kind of trying to justify.
Yeah, they're milking the system
Sure.
by fucking employing. They're
Right, and is it social programming?
Same-
Sure.
same
I mean,
people,
they've been able to beat
Right.
the system.
And they're like,
They've
see,
been able
this
to
is
do it, make a
socialism.
shitload
See
of
how
money.
fucked
but
up this is?
Yeah,
You're like,
right,
what are you
right.
talking about? Like, you're like, you.
If you didn't
write
have
the
those
laws.
abilities to do those things, you wouldn't be making the money. You wouldn't have 5 boats and 7
Right,
fucking
right,
cars
right.
and 3 properties, and you're not even remotely close to as rich as the people that you envy.
Yep.
Like,
And you never will be. That's the
Exactly.
thing, man. The game is also. I don't
Like,
think a lot
they're
of people
still
really
just
understand.
one
Like,
medical emergency away from being fucked.
right.
They're never gonna be
It's a
anywhere
facade.
close to jumping over into being a billionaire.
Right.
Like,
Most of them are in fucking debt. It's all fake. It's all
course.
fake shit. It's not even real wealth.
hi Gloria, hi Brandy, hi Danielle. How's it going? What's up?
But they can't fight for things that allegedly lower class people want, like health care,
Right.
or loan forgiveness or whatever, because there's like that better than you thing that
Yes.
has to constantly happen.
Right, it has
here.
to. It's somehow sewn into the way society fucking.
It's meant
works,
to be
as-
that
you know,
way.
Like
Yeah.
it's,
Well,
it's,
George Carlin put it in
it's
the
an
funniest
unfortunate
but
thing.
most
It's
truthful
built into
way.
enough people. I
When he
guess.
said you have the upper class who shit on everybody, then you have the middle class who shit on the poor, and the poor are only there to scare the shit out of the middle class.
Right.
Keep them going to their jobs every fucking day.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they need to be there. They're designed for us to not like them.
I don't
the-
dislike the.
And the
poor.
healthcare
I mean,
issue
or-
also
or
goes back
the
to people who
middle class
are in the middle class.
or most of the rich. Even it's the
Oh,
rich.
it's not a matter of hating
Depends-
anybody, right?
It
It's
depends on the rich
Right.
person. I think some people have earned honest success, and they may have gamed the system,
And it
may have
depends on
taken
the-
part of the system that is a fucking bullshit system, but they try to do it as honestly and as straightforward as their moral compass would allow them to do.
and it
I
applies to
have
poor people too. You don't know how they got poor.
I don't know,
You don't
man.
know how they ended up fucking poor.
A lot of these people that get looked at as saints aren't really. You know? Like, who was the fucking guy, that Apple guy? What was his name? The guy who died?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, man. I mean, didn't he get a lot of his shit built by fucking child labor and shit like that?
Yeah, and
Okay.
well, and
So,
also, man, he
gets looked at like he's a fucking god.
He was an
and it's like, dude, he
abusive.
was kind of an asshole too.
He
Like,
was an abusive employer too.
I feel like I'm a bad liberal, dude,
He
because
he had
and I
SPF
am.
teams.
Because I'm not really a liberal, but I look at people like this, and these are people that people who are typically identify as liberal. They hold people like him up, like Steve Jobs. Like I see
Like he
memes
was
all the time.
like a game changer for the world.
Yeah,
It's like,
right. It's like, yeah,
right.
that's fine, man, but like, there's some, like, child labor is a pretty bad thing. And again, I wasn't there. I didn't work for him. I'm not really sure even know what I'm talking
But
about.
if you talk
Prove
about
me wrong, but like,
if you have the story that you did it by taking tabs of acid and you saw the future or some shit, for some reason that's fucking forgivable for a lot of people.
everybody loves spiritual bullshit, dude.
Or look at fucking, what's his
fucking-
name? Look at Elon Musk, right? It came out that he was getting high all the time and
Yeah,
shit
right.
like that, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
You're
but
like,
then all his like stocks all dropped and people like quit his company. How old are the people
Smoking weed.
quitting
Yeah, we're
for
singing
your
Wayne on a Joe Rogan
Give
show.
me a fucking break,
Yeah, right.
man. The people you envy in sports and celebrity status fucking people, they're fucked up on all types of drugs. Nobody gives a flying
Right,
fuck.
everyone just
keep
fucking-
making the movies,
Yeah.
keep playing the sports.
Yeah.
They're all hopped up
Right.
on painkillers and
Right.
fucking
Fuck
snorting
yeah, they are,
lots of
dude.
shit.
Did you see
CTE,
that,
just killing their family.
There's a video you could look up where it's like a bunch of like I guess they're mid to small range politicians, right? And one of them is a woman who's standing there, and dude, she clearly just like snorted up a rail before she walked out on camera because she's in the back and she's like,
And fidgeting around and fucking.
like, and it's like, dude, like, and somebody
Totally geeking out.
Yeah, right. And somebody took the video and they just zoomed in on her slowly, and she's just like. And it's like, dude, like, these are the people who are telling you they're gonna put you in jail for doing that by the
Yeah,
fucking
man.
way. Like, how illogical is
Right,
that,
right.
dude?
Yeah, man.
We're just in this illogical fucking hamster
Yeah, but
wheel.
we're
Yeah,
not
you know
looking
what's-
at
you know
this, but we're not like
It's not
they
that
don't see us
uncomplicated.
as
It's
like
not uncomplicated.
I will never. The idea of any of us or anyone I know voting for a billionaire, I don't understand it. I feel like
Yeah.
the needs of a billionaire are needs that I will not understand ever, and the needs of me, a disabled
A
person,
billionaire will never associate.
understand. So like there is no representation.
Right.
It might as well be an alien, as far as I'm concerned. I feel like there's almost a diversion in the human species at that point because. The healthcare
Yes.
they're getting is not healthcare we'll ever see.
Right.
The treatments and medicines they're affording are things that we'll never see. How many fucking generations does that happen before you actually see? I mean, poor populations are more susceptible to fucking all sorts of shit. So,
Right.
like, it's just, we're not looked at the same. Like,
Right.
it's okay for people in the middle to fucking.
People in the middle do not want to believe that they're considered by anyone to be a lesser species.
Right.
Right.
That
yeah.
they defend those people.
Yeah, like we're the
in fear.
majority.
Right. Yeah. We're like you. We're just a few
You know-
paychecks away.
You know what I think is funny is you pointed out with Steve Jobs recently, and I just noticed recently that Martha Stewart, right, has been out and about all over the place in the last like 4 years, back on television and becoming like. So she was on.
She's funny
She
as
was
shit.
on. What do you call it? She was on Chopped the other day.
Yeah.
She was on some other television show I saw a day before that, and I know recently she did all that shit with Snoop Dogg. She became.
Oh,
has a
famous.
show,
so
I think.
good.
That
I think
bitch
that's an
got
ongoing
locked
show.
up for
Is there many
fucking
seasons
child labor law.
Oh, is that what I thought it was?
And-
Tax
Right.
fraud.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
wasn't it
she was.
tax?
No, it was insider trading.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
that's
insider
it was
trading.
insider trading.
And then they found out
Okay.
that she had sweatshops and she had
Right.
all kinds of
Oh
other
my
shit going
God,
on.
dude.
She did prison time.
But now she makes cookies with
Yeah,
Snoop
and
Dogg.
And now
Club
she makes
Fed,
she
in
made
Club
cookies with
Fed,
Snoop Dogg,
in
and now
Club
all of a
Fed.
sudden a whole other generation doesn't give a shit
You know
about
it is?
what that woman
You know
did.
Here's the problem.
They're like, yeah,
It's-
insider
it's-
trading happens with a bunch of jerk off
The
assholes.
problem is
and
it's,
why aren't they
you know-
getting arrested? We like her.
It's her swag. That's all.
It's her
She-
swag.
She got swag, dog. That's what it is.
Oh, she can
Those
fucking-
same people are okay with Martha Stewart, but they don't like
Right.
Michael Vick for dogfighting,
Right.
right?
Right.
Where is your line? Human
know.
human welfare,
weird.
dogs. And I'm not saying
weird.
anything wrong about that, right? Like
I am gonna
I
say
love
that.
dogs.
I am
love,
gonna say
both.
that a video of a human being hurting a dog pisses me off long before
a human being hurting another human being.
Even
Right.
if they're a child.
Isn't that
Yeah.
fucking strange?
Even
Yeah,
if they're
right.
a child?
Different. Because the reason why, like if there's a video of me punching you, no one would care, right? But if there's a picture of me punching, you know what I mean. But if there's a picture of me
How do you
punching
take
Frank,
that? How do you take that?
if there's a picture of me punching Frank, that's a different story because Frank is weaker than me.
Right.
Frank is smaller. Frank can't defend
You're gonna
himself.
get arrested
Frank
for
trusts me.
abuse to him.
That's like
You're gonna go to
steroids, too.
prison for killing that cat or beating that cat up.
Right. And that's how it
Yeah,
should
the
be.
video comes out of Frank just beating the shit out of you, and
I know,
leaving
he
you
turns around and
unconscious.
fucks me up
and
real
then
bad.
And then he walks over to the camera and punches it off.
Yeah, and it cracks.
Oh no, he's got Rick on the table,
Yeah.
and he just reaches over and puts the camera down a little bit so you can't see what he's about to do to Rick.
And I'm like, ah! That's fucked up, man.
You may want to turn away from this.
Y'all scared about the coronavirus? Wait, did we finish? I'm sorry. Hold on. Before I go to the coronavirus,
The only thing to fear.
did we finish talking about the kid in Australia? Oh, I didn't even get to the main point.
Sorry.
Did I get to the main point?
Probably.
What was
Oh,
the,
the main
what was
point-
the main point?
the main
That's-
People
point-
were bullying him when they.
Right,
because
right.
they
And then
wanted to
people got mad because they thought he was 18, but then when it was easily proved that he wasn't, everybody just clammed up, and it's like the whole story went away. It was like so fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird how fast it went away after the truth.
Yeah, the truth kind of made it not interesting anymore. Isn't that fucked up? It's like the same reason people watch fucked up TV shows.
It doesn't even have to be the truth, though. It could just be a very small increment of time, and the story just dies.
Oh yeah, it's like a school shooting or
Dude,
something like
dude,
that. People
well, I-
forget like overnight. They send their
People
prayers
aren't
and
even told
thoughts
about
for
all
6
that
days.
anymore.
Pat made a
Totally.
post today about, and it was like, hey, remember the immigrant caravan that was supposed to destroy America?
Wow.
And I posted the member berries from South Park. Oh, I remember. And I went, hey, remember ISIS? Hey, remember MS-13? Remember? And I posted the member
Right.
berries. It's
They're
just,
not hot button items today. They're not worth talking about.
It's horror life porn, and
it's
people like that in America.
And it's limited memory. You don't want to remember those things after they've gone away. You just want to be pissed off about them for 30 seconds.
Right. Yeah. It's
Scary.
people would rather be mad about. Like it occurred to me
Anything.
today. It occurred to me today that a negative news story is so much more destined for clicks than a positive news story. is.
Yes.
And that it's such a bigger business to be somebody who is willing to promote negative ideas, even if they're lies completely or wrong or just like speculation framed in a way that looks like fact. You know what I mean?
Like I said, if you can get somebody that even has just the slightest bit of ground that they're able to stand on to have an opposite perspective, you're gonna find part of the population that just fucking takes that side, even though the logic should dictate majority rules in a lot of those cases, but. You know, I'm not going to take
Do you
their.
think
I'm not going to
majority
take their.
rules?
I'm not going to
thinking
take
how
their
many
ability
people-
to have an opinion away from them either. Like that.
Majority doesn't rule.
No, it doesn't rule.
I said logic should dictate that
Oh,
majority.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time when the majority of the world was Catholic. Majority
Right.
of the world.
This is how you end up with
Majority is not-
witches
Well,
being
majority
burned.
might rule most of the time, but majority. Well, I guess not if 99% of the population is. Yeah, never mind. What I was getting to was simply the majority's ideas aren't necessarily the best ones.
Right.
You're right. Yeah, sure. But you
No,
know,
I guess it
typically
depends
they're
on
not.
who we're naming
Right.
to
So-
be the
Listen, man, it's
majority.
like I was talking to
Majority
Matt
what?
earlier, and we were talking about the idea of revolution. And Blaze, who's on all the time, made a post about check out France. France knows what they're doing. I said, yeah, when France gets fucked over, man, they all recognize it simultaneously. When we get fucked over here, half the population
argue with
celebrates
each
it
other.
and fucking
Right.
throws parties over it and votes for it on
Right.
purpose. Like,
I think that it's a very hard thing to understand if you don't objectively look at the United States and go, it's not a country like France
Yeah, it's-
or Britain
right.
or something like that. It's
a business,
Yeah,
and
way
half
more-
the people
yeah,
are
right.
afraid of losing their job.
No, but it's such a big country made up of such independent states that no one's ever going to be completely fucking happy. And
Right.
now that social media is so big, we know what those other states are thinking all the fucking time. You know what
Right.
your neighbors are thinking. You know what your family is thinking.
But it's shaping the way other people think. It's shaping the way we think.
Right, but 330 million fucking people spread out across,
Yeah.
the entire United States. Pleasing all of them is going to be impossible.
Impossible,
Because they have
totally.
all separate histories. They have all separate cultures. There's no unified American culture. Everybody's so distinctly different depending on where they live.
No, it's fucked up, man. And I think about that sometimes. I go, if you go to another country and they have an American-themed restaurant, you know what that means? Giant portions of shitty greasy food.
Right.
That's what they, and then they're like, ha 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 ha. Look at these stupid Americans. Like you guys get it, right? Like you guys get it that like nobody's looking at us and like envying the fuck out of us.
This guy's
like,
eating burgers topped with chicken wings,
people are-
topped
Yeah,
with
right,
fucking
yeah, right.
pancakes and
Envying the
syrup, and you're like,
Kardashians.
that's delicious.
Yeah.
But you guys want to eat that every fucking day.
Every
like,
meal. What the fuck?
They're
I don't
envying,
think
they're
that
envying
most
the
people in other countries
Kardashians.
would even think it's delicious.
They're
honestly.
envying.
No, they would
No.
never eat that shit. They would take one bite and they'd be like, what?
What, in other
the
countries?
fuck is
It's
this?
banned in other
Yeah,
countries.
I know.
It's fucking banned. They won't even sell our food in other countries. And if they do, it's been modified to have fresh ingredients from that country.
They envy.
Right.
They envy our obscenities. That's what they're envying.
No, they are entertained by our obscenities. I think. I don't think they necessarily want to be us. I
The way
think.
you're
I mean, I
entertained
think.
by like two fucking hippos in a zoo fucking each other as
Right.
you walk by. That's
Hey,
not
look at the two
necessarily-
hippos fucking. You see
That's
that?
pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
pretty. I'd stop and watch it.
How many times in your life do you get to say you
my
happened
point
upon
is,
two
yeah,
fucking
it's
hippos?
entertaining, but it's not like a point in their favor.
No,
like,
it's not a
oh
good
man,
thing.
how graceful! Like American.
How great is that video though when the hippopotamus farts and all the shit comes out and his tail's wagging around? Do you remember that one? Did you ever see that? Where he's like, it's just shooting shit all over the place. I must have reloaded and watched that 100 motherfucking times. Just,
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of American entertainment,
it's just fucking firing shit all over.
he's
the
over here
place.
like, yeah, I'm a professor. Shit.
That's what I do in my spare time. That's what I do in my spare time.
All right, fuck it, man. We're gonna cut to our first break, dude. So tonight, if you're watching, so there's a new content tonight on the break. I've been airing some of the same stuff on repeat because some things have been just difficult to get to. But tonight, there's all new stuff. It's all performances that have been from this season that we haven't aired during the showtime yet. And so Chris Rockwell is in there, Taylor Allen is in there, Skelly is in there, Dan Mulqueen is in there. And Mark Henley. So there's some stand-up comedy in there too. So yeah. So we'll be back. There's going to be a timer up in the left-hand corner, and that'll tell you when we're going to be back. So share it and say something in the chat room.
Oh
Hey, what's
my
up, Nikki? What's up, Paul?
God, this is going on for so
I'm gonna tell you right now,
long.
if
Every
Matt
time.
doesn't get me out of here, I'm just gonna.
Right.
So guys, you could look up Skull Motion on Instagram, Calling the Shots podcast on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Mostly doing the podcast thing nowadays, but we are trying to record a Skull Motion record in the next couple months, and this might be on it. I don't know. This is a song that we had a long time ago, so I haven't played it in a really long time, and Rick was like, you should play a song, and I'm like, yeah, dude, that's fun, because I was drunk and playing Zelda, and I was like, yeah, this is good, and now I have to actually do it in real life, so we'll see if it happens. All right. It's called A Little Faith. I've been wasting all my money on tattoos and cigarettes, and the simple part for me is that I'm trying not to quit. So I go on, I go on, I go on. But I'm drinking like a fish and I can't seem to hold a job. But forever I'll keep trying, oh, just trying not to stop. So I'm a mess, I'm a mess, well, I'm a mess. Well, I do not think I'll ever be alright, 'cause you just can't change a sinner to an angel overnight. Well, I sit and dwell in hope to hell that heaven proves me wrong. Until then, I'll just keep singing this song. So Jesus Christ, you gotta help me out, because the devil
me down, and I don't know how much more that I can take. So before I'm dead, I'm going back in time to what my mother said. She took her boy aside, told me, son, just have a little faith. So I'm trying not to swear so much, but that's not working out. Cause it's just so fucking hard with all these curses in my mouth. And it's a bitch. It's a bitch. It's a bitch. Well, I guess that's why there's oh so many sinners on the block. Cause it's hard to be a saint when all you wanna do is rock. Rock away, rock away, rock away. Well, I do not think I'll ever be alright. Cause you just can't change a sinner to an angel overnight. Well, I sit and dwell in hope to hell that heaven proves me wrong. Until then I'll just keep singing this song. So Jesus Christ, you gotta help me out, because the devil might be trying to pull me down, and I don't know how much more that I can take. So before I'm dead, I'm going back in time to what my mother said. She took her boy aside and told me, son, just have a little faith.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. That's it.
Thank you, Taylor.
Thank you for having me.
We love you so much. Thank
love
you so
you.
much.
Are we gonna fuck right now?
I don't know, but you have great hair.
Thank you.
Great hair. That's all I
Thanks,
wanna
thanks.
say.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Everybody. Do you want to do one more?
Yeah, I'll do one more.
Everyone want to hear one more? Yeah. Let's do one more, please.
Cool.
That'd be amazing.
Temperature drops 10 degrees the moment you arrive. As half a dozen memories drift across my mind. Thought I locked the door behind me, path was well defined. 11 icy fingers just danced up and down my spine. Shadows of calamity, it takes too long to say no, but you're dripping with insanity and it makes my blood run cold. Crawling through this nest of spider webs and silhouettes. Won't you let me catch my breath? Sitting at the mirror cause the curse should fit the crime, but face it staring back at me's got someone else's eyes. Debilitating madness so deliberately devised. All the pieces fit now, I can taste the way you died. Casket chaos seizes me, I'm sinking like a stone. Thought I had the recipe, and I've never been so cold. Crawling through this web of sparrow nests and bayonets. Oh, won't you let me catch my breath? Scrambling down the stairs, looking for the exit. Won't you to let me out of here. Sitting in the tub now with the scarlet rivulets. The only exit I could find to catch my breath. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Buenos noches. Good night, my dear. Good night, my dear. Buenos noches. Good night, my dear. Good night, my dear. Buenos noches. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So this first new one is called Head Down. So it goes like this. Thanks.
Hey, this is Rick from Awesome Talk. Why not go grab yourself a beer, because we'll be right back.
Yeah, we're gonna do this song. I have a music video out for this on the YouTubes. It's on the YouTubes. It's called Catch a Vibe.
Okay. Ready?
Oh yeah. Gotta get in it right here. The music video was shot at the Brick Diner. Shout out to the Brick Diner. I got a crush on your girl, but I won't tell her if you won't. I got a crush on myself, I'm feeling myself even if you don't. Whoa, I've been out here trying to get by. I've been out here trying to catch a vibe. I got a crush on the whole world and I don't care who knows. Whoa, this ain't my cash or your cash, it's tour cash. We can make it rain, whatever the forecast. When I had short cash, I booked the tour fast. Cause I don't wanna end up working for DoorDash. I was rocking Jordache back in the 90s, but now that's behind me, so please don't remind me. Been in the studio for days feeling grimy, so if you need me, you know where to come and find me. There or the diner, it's my source of power. Friday and Saturday, 24 hours, writing poems on the back of the placemats. And for everybody else's sake, I switched it to decaf. Yeah, I'm on my best behavior, but when I get home, I still wake up my neighbors. Been having dreams of standing on the top of skyscrapers, but when I wake up, I still chase the paper. Yeah, I got a crush on your girl, but I won't tell her if you won't. I got a crush on myself, I'm feeling myself even if you don't. Whoa, I've been out here trying to get by. I've been out here trying to catch a vibe. I got a crush on the whole world and I don't care who knows. Whoa, whoa. This one's for the diner kids. Whoa, whoa. For the diner kids. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just trying to catch a vibe right here for a minute. For the diner kids. Whoa, 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 whoa. Thank you. There that is.
Chris Rockwell, dude, thank you so much for being here tonight, man. It's been a great show tonight. I want to thank you again, Chris Rock. Everybody here. First comic tonight coming out. I want to welcome Mark Henley.
What's going on, guys? How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Well, we're actually in a house. I shouldn't make everyone yell real loud, right? It's probably against the housing code or something. I don't know. I quit my job recently. Yeah. Everyone here loves their jobs. I quit my job recently. Quitting your job is weird. I had to give 2 weeks notice. You guys fuck with 2 weeks notice? You shouldn't. It's dumb, you know? It's unnatural to be like, to go to your boss and be like, I hate you, I'm quitting, I'll never see you again after 10 more business days. You know? We'll be seeing each other up to 3 weeks from now. There's weekends, you know, the way the weekends work out, you know? I just can't. I was talking to someone from Australia and they said they have 4 weeks notice. They have to give 4 weeks notice before they can like quit their job. I can feel like I quit my job and I wouldn't even be mad at the end of it, you know? I quit my job, then 4 weeks later, I'm like, you know what? I don't care that you kissed my wife. We've talked it out. I'm going to stay at Staples forever. It's unnatural, you know? Nothing else in your life is a 2 weeks notice, you know? You don't break up with your girlfriend and then she lives at your house for 2 more weeks. While she prepares to move on to Alan's Grinder, you show the new guy how to eat her pussy. None of that happens. You just move on. I had to train my replacement too, which is weird because you know exactly how bad things can be, and they're still excited. You know, like you're there in like the worst clothes you own that you can possibly call work clothes, and they're dressed in business casual, being like, "This is gonna be a great thing." And it's like adopting a kid while getting divorced. You know. This is your bedroom. That's where the bathroom is, and bedtime is 7 p.m. because your mom's mean. I'm getting out of here. I'm sorry you have to live this. You know. I don't know. Can I get weird? I'm gonna say stuff I probably don't want recorded. If I had like dignity or whatever, but I'm gonna say anyway. I had this weird medical thing where I was like peeing all the time. You ever get that? I was peeing constantly, you know. I was just peeing over and over. And so I went to the doctor, and he to like figure out what happened. And he put his fingers up my ass and told me which pills to take, which is weird. Isn't it weird that that's you can get so good at looking inside of an ass that you're just like, these are the pills. It's as close to someone doing bullshit to you, but they somehow know what's happening anyway. And I took this medication, and I was like, this is gonna help me pee less. And like, are there any side effects? You know? And it was a medication called Flomax. I probably shouldn't say it recorded either. What the product is, but he gives me medication. I'm like, are there any side effects? And he goes, well, sometimes if you're laying down, and you stand up real fast, you'll get kind of dizzy. And I'm like, okay, I can live with that, you know. So I start taking it, and then I find out, and this is a little graphic. When I would come, nothing would come out. It would just feel good, and then nothing. It's like you know, in Something About Mary, where he like jerks off and he's like, "Where did it go?" But that's like every time. And the other side effect didn't happen ever again. It just it never happened. I could jump out of bed real fast and be fine. But the other thing was happening every time, and I looked it up, and it's called retrograde ejaculation. I shouldn't be talking about this, but I'm sorry I'm like in your house, and it's called retrograde ejaculation, and it's this this thing where instead of like being forced out of your body, it just goes into your bladder and dissipates. Now then, there's no bad side effects except that every website states that it makes men sad, which is fucked up, you know. We sort of have male birth control, maybe, but every man that takes it is like, do not tell anybody else. It's a curse. That shit kind of matters to us, you know? Like, coming kind of matters. I'm looking right in my friend Matt's eyes when I say that, but it feels weird, but we're getting personal, you know? Matt, you ever read the book Tommyland, the Tommy Lee biography? He hasn't read it. It's a it's like a book about like his whole life and stuff, and in it he has like a whole chapter on sex tips, and they're all unrelatable. They're all things like, have you ever tried threesomes? Those are dumb. Try foursomes. You know, stuff that doesn't apply to anyone except for the drummer of Motley Crue in the 80s. And during it, he was talking about how like it's like the one thing we all know about Tommy Lee. He's like a giant dick, right? Huge. And in the book, he talks about meeting Peter North. And Peter North is a guy that comes a lot. And he asked Peter North, like, what is your secret to this? Like, what do you do? And Peter North is just like, I just eat a ton of celery, man. I just eat celery all the time. If you want to be like me, you got to eat celery too. So the grand point is, it seems like fucked up that we don't have like a male birth control, but at the same time, famously giant-dicked rock star Tommy Lee is just scarfing down celery because he wants to feel more like a man, you know? I don't know. Alright, actually, you know, I'm gonna get fucking real with you guys. It's fucking true. I'm getting real with you guys. I'm done. I'm not wearing the fucking shirt anymore. I was trying to be better, but I'm not. Changing it up. Jordan, hold that. I'm gonna get fucking real with you guys. Donald Trump is a bad president. I'm sorry, I'm the first person on this 4-hour show to say so. Every one of you has just been silent on whether or not Jeffrey Epstein killed himself, and I'm sick of this shit. My man. Hillary Criminal Clinton would have been a better president than Donald Trump, and her middle name is literally criminal. Monsanto made Mountain Dew too delicious, and it's ruining my life. I grew up in a town here. I grew up in Belmar, New Jersey, and I was real into metal. I used to like wear like this, but like I had long hair, and I was real into metal, and I had a whole group of metal friends. We'd walk around town all day, and then one town over, there's Wall Township. This town, it's a great town, but one time they had their own metalheads, and one time all the metalheads from Wall Township got into a hot tub and sucked each other's dicks. It happened. I wasn't there, Matt. Which is the point of the story. If I grew up one town over, am I in that hot tub? Or does my vibe ruin the hot tub party for everybody? Think about that a lot. Matt, you knew a younger me. Would I have made it in the hot tub? He says I would have. Sometimes Joe Rogan says things on his podcast that I don't like. And I write letters and the podcasts still come out. He's only going to get more letters. I'm sorry, I tried to say more committed to being angry during that, but I couldn't because this is like a nice house full of nice people. All right, guys, I'm done. Can I introduce next comic? Woo! Yeah. I'm Mark Kelly, and give it up for my friend Jordan Manglonia.
Yes.
Hey, we're back.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Awesome Talk, Season 12, Episode 10 on March 3rd, 2020. We're trucking forward in this episode right now. Wouldn't you say so, Stones?
We're just a bunch of truckers out here.
That's what we are. I'm trying to get back to my original watch party. I had one rolling.
Oh, Christ.
And it was... Oh, here it is. Here it is. Hold on, let me get back in there.
So Frankie V apparently is that a
What's
okay
up,
thing
Nick?
to say that he's on his way?
Surprise!
Oh shit!
Stone's just good at ruining people's
Christ.
happiness, you know?
What a happiness.
there's one
it's
thing
like
this
a
guy
fucking
can
energy
do.
I didn't mean to
vampire.
do it. I didn't.
You're so good at doing it, it's second nature now. Like, you don't even have to know. You just perform.
I'm gonna tell you things anymore.
So I got some comments here from Rob, from the Rob and Slim Show. They're never going to spend all their shit money either. Fuck them. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
He's talking
that.
about billionaires.
Oh, okay.
When I said that
Yeah,
most
fuck,
people
right.
just inherit it, they don't... I mean, that's what I assumed
Kristen
that he
said
was
America's
talking
an
about.
oligarchy run by giant corporations, not regular everyday citizens. Got to make those corporations pay taxes and all those people in power accountable. Yeah, man, you got to hold them accountable. Man, I feel like a lot of people don't even get what the fuck that means, dude. Like, you're talking about people who pay. They pay for laws and ideas to be shifted in a certain direction. But they don't have to pay for that as like don't you think that's sort of a mass psychological crime? To sort of lead the public on in a way that favors you financially.
But if you believe in the true form of fucking capitalism, man, like that's like this is all part of it. You know what I mean? Like that's just fucking.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in
It's
that.
going to
That's
end.
bad.
The
That's bad
facade's
if that's
gonna-
the case.
Yeah, and when the society fails, which you could never fucking predict, apparently.
I think
there's
it's failed now.
indicators, there's
It
indicators.
is failing.
I think it's failed now. I
How
think
many
now
poor
it is.
people
Yeah.
have to choose between living somewhere or going to a doctor? How many of those have to exist before capitalism failed? Or is that a sign of capitalism thriving?
No, I think
Yeah.
I think the concept of a limited number of crop cycles left in most of our soil is a bad byproduct of what capitalism is. You know what I mean? Like there's certainly bad elements to it. I don't disagree.
The problem is that the bad elements are way easier to highlight than the good ones, typically. Because they're the most damaging. Like, they happen the least amount of times because the most amount of damage.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, like, how do you equate that as a good thing? I like it as an idea, in the same way that I like a lot of political theories as ideas. You know what I mean? And then People abuse things and they turn them into mutants of themselves, so it's not even the original fucking thing anymore. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Like, unchecked capitalism, like, society-wise, how can it exist without there being a specific type of numbness?
Right.
Because you, like, as a whole, society has to have some level of numbness to be able to live in a capitalistic society that makes it mostly okay enough for you to walk down the street and pass a guy who's sleeping on a corner, and like it doesn't, you might feel bad about him, but you're one of how many fucking people that day that walked past him and felt that same minor feeling.
Yeah.
Like, even if you went home and cried about it for a week, still that's not enough. Like there is a numbness that you're unaware of because this is we're just used to that. That's the way that it is. We're used to that sick people need GoFundMes, but that's not the way it's fucking should be.
Listen, I gotta say something right now. I feel pretty confident that a tornado just went by the building as you were on that monologue. And I felt like the two things were so perfectly in sync with one another. If that's true.
There was a gust of wind that just kind of.
You can still hear it.
It is pouring.
Dude, did you hear it? It sounded like a tornado moved past the fucking building, dude.
It sounded like a tornado strong enough to pick up a Dodge.
But her speech beneath the thundering of the tornado was perfect.
Was it?
Yeah, that was almost godlike plan.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention to your womanly
Like if the
voice.
power like flickered, it would have been like.
I don't think.
Oh yeah, right.
Cinematography just blowing up.
Yeah, because it's just nature doing it. You can't, if you write it, it's trite. But if it really happens in real life, it's fucking amazing.
Well, if something happens in real life, we'll just all question it and call it fake.
Yeah, right. You're right. Hi Scott, what's going on, man? Hey Jeff, how's it going there? Hey Donna, what's up? Hey Danielle, what's up? Hey John, what's up? Paul? Jesus Christ, man. People all up in there. How's it going, guys?
People all
Say
up
hi.
in there.
So the coronavirus. China, I don't know. The BBC News posted this. China, there's just like shots from space that show the pollution before the coronavirus and the pollution after the coronavirus.
Oh,
it's pretty insane.
Have we just scrubbed, or is it? So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Is it like squeaky clean looking because all the factories are shut down?
Yeah.
Or is it like that's what it is? I was figuring the
No,
other
a lot of it
possibility
dissipated.
could be that it's a giant fucking dust cloud from
No.
like Lysol spray, whatever the fuck smoke
No.
bomb they're setting off.
That's what I thought.
No.
I thought it was an overdose of cleaning products.
Right.
I didn't think Earth would be like, we're clean again. Right? I thought that they were out there just.
They put one of those big circus tents all over entirety of China.
It's just
like, yeah, you're gonna need to go stay at a relative's house for 3 days.
And then Jesse Pinkman's making meth.
Yeah, Jesse
inside of
Pinkman's
it.
making meth in there
wow.
with Walter White.
Wow.
Like we'll get this economy going.
Yeah,
So everybody buy the Lysol.
that's capitalism right there. I think.
He just walks away muttering to himself.
I wasn't walking away muttering. It sounded like somebody.
I heard
walked in.
everything I said.
Yeah.
Somebody came in for refuge from the tornado.
But yeah, man, I thought that was pretty insane. What else is there? Miss Staten Island banned from St. Patrick's Day parade
That's
after
such
coming out as
fucking insane
bisexual.
bullshit, dude. I'm sorry.
She's bisexual?
So she was banned from the
Fuck
Miss Staten Island banned from St. Patrick's parade after coming out as bisexual.
Yeah, it's
Because it
fucking
goes against
bullshit.
Christian morality? Is that what it is?
I can't believe this is a thing we're fucking still talking about.
Bisexualism has
Like-
existed forever.
It must
So
suck.
is everything
It
else.
must
Ever.
suck to be anything else.
I mean, that's not a great argument for her. She can't be like, guys, let me into the parade. You know, it's been around forever.
Right.
They're not going to be like, well, she makes a good point.
Yeah.
They're just a bunch of assholes. But the bigger question I have is there a community that's backing her up? Is the gay community backing her up? Is the community that she went out to support when she went to the fucking parade anyway and waved rainbow flags around? Is anyone supporting her in response? I always want to know that because the bisexual community is one of the least supported in all of those letters.
Yeah.
And I just feel like she's probably not even getting a quarter of the response that she probably should from the community she's representing.
interesting that you say that because this article popped up, and it sounds like something that would be considered a pretty big deal, something that could blow up in the news, even.
Do you
if they wanted
do you
to.
really think like bisexuality is that big? I think the people who are bisexuals are kind of like a lot like the type of people who don't give a fuck what you think about it.
Yeah, but it's
Like,
not
so,
about
like,
whether or
like,
not.
so they don't need to like.
But it has nothing
like,
to do
they're
with
not
giving
being
a fuck
judged,
about
like,
what,
I don't think
what
maybe they are, but who
judgment.
cares? Like,
It's not.
you
Doesn't
know.
matter about what we think about what you think. It's simply that
Whoa.
there's the same amount of fucking like dude, they get shit too, but no one backs them up.
Way to assume,
It's
Sharon.
fucked up. I'm sorry, dude. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like bisexual people don't get the support of the other fucking denominations inside that one
Yes.
group that they encapsulated
I
into all
understand that,
one thing.
You know,
I don't know.
it's
I never-
underrepresented, but you know.
I never knew that until you told me that.
So why aren't you out there fighting for the cause?
I guess because I wasn't supposed to be in the parade.
She was like, "Fuck this parade."
They don't call it a parade anymore, by the way. It's a march now.
What?
It's important. It's an important thing. It's a march.
What do you mean it's an important thing?
Apparently you're not supposed to. It's a politically incorrect thing to call it a parade anymore.
Why is
It's called
it?
a march.
Why is that a
Why?
political term?
Because they're like a parade is like a celebration, but this is a statement. We're making a statement.
A
It's
statement
march.
of what? That it's St. Patrick's Day is a statement?
No, I thought we were talking about the gay. You're talking about bisexuals and being represented and you know.
Yeah, she wasn't meant to fucking march in a gay pride parade.
What's up, man?
She was marching in a fucking
How are
St.
you?
Patrick's Day
How's it
parade,
my
I
bad.
think.
Yeah, right.
Good to
What
see
up,
you.
how you doing, man?
What's up,
How
man?
are you,
Frankie
bro?
B just
How
came in, man.
What's
No, man.
going
No,
on,
man,
dude?
pull
How
up
are
a
you?
stool or something. Have a seat.
Yeah, where should I sit?
Wherever, man.
Wherever. You could stay right in the middle of the bar.
So,
Sweet.
so we may have sort of brought. I mean, unless you want to keep talking about it, be my guest if you want. If anything else you want to say.
I
found a
just
paper
am
football
interested
on
in
the
if
way
she has gotten any
You found
any
a paper
support
football?
back
Yeah, in the
from
hallway.
people in supposedly the same community she went there to represent.
Yeah.
When she basically went there, even though she wasn't allowed to be in it, with the sash on and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was her response to it was, I felt like going anyway and waving rainbow flags represented what was the most important thing than
Right.
me staying home just because they told me to or whatever.
They told her to stay home.
Oh, she still,
Well, they
still went.
She
still
went
went,
with her
yeah.
sash on and she held rainbow flags. Basically, she wasn't allowed to march officially as she was meant to do until they found out she was bi.
Right.
And I just wonder if like her going out of her way to be like, well, I'm still gonna go and I'm still gonna represent people that should
Isn't it
be.
crazy we live in a world that's judging people by what they do in their own fucking private lives?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
completely nuts. It shows a profound
Arrogance.
level of not just arrogance, but how people idiotically prioritize their fucking time and their judgment. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're gonna like.
Or some social norms that they think are norms.
Right, that afraid that it's a chipping away of some type of social fabric, and
Right.
you know,
Right.
or-
Yeah. Who cares what it
you're
is?
you're progressing the decay.
Well,
or
most
some
of them are
fucking-
actually hypocrites.
right. Absolutely,
most of
yeah.
them are
but they
actually
can't recognize that they're
Right.
hypocrites. You know,
Incredibly large hypocrites.
so, a lot of us are.
I think, yeah, it's a fair assessment.
Yeah. That is a fair assessment.
I don't think you know.
Not in all cases,
Right.
but
I don't think it's intentional to be one
No.
when you become one. You know.
Yeah.
I hope
sometimes
not.
you're one on purpose.
Yeah. Sometimes you have an agenda.
Right. This just got cool.
So I wanted to bring
Everybody's
up,
inherently evil. I'm surprised we're not just out in the street murdering each other.
Hey, what's up, Madison? What's up? What's up, Skelly? What's up, Skelly's in the chat. How's it going, man? Good to see you, dude. What's up, Jeff? Jeff came back. Awesome. So another thing I wanted to bring up was, so I have Corona beers in the other room, which I picked up on purpose, because it turns out that Corona, the beer, is selling significantly less beer since the coronavirus came out, because Americans associate the coronavirus
Dumb shit
with-
together.
with Corona beer.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
their business is, a new study finds that 38% of beer-drinking Americans would not buy Corona under any circumstances now due to the unfortunate association with the coronavirus.
I mean, I can think of a lot of other reasons not to buy Corona.
Right.
So they think
right.
They think they're gonna get the disease from drinking the beer.
They're
No, I don't.
associated. There's a
they're
weird
disgusted
word.
by it or whatever.
You know what it is? You know what it is? The problem with that question is I can't say to you, no. Because I'm not sure that they don't think that. And I'm not sure that they're sure that they think that or don't think that.
I got
they
Corona.
think that.
They think that. Like low-key think that.
They
is what it
definitely
is.
think that.
I definitely
Is
got
it low-key?
coronavirus.
It's not that low key.
It's low-key, high-key thinking is what it is. It's low-key, high-key.
Yeah, I totally got coronavirus like 7 years ago and haven't gone back to drinking since. So, so I could definitely identify.
I don't know, man. It's just so profound because the first thing that I think to myself when I read that is, man, how many of these people are gonna vote?
Half, at least.
At least half, right? At least half
That's
the people
scary.
who think this.
What about the people that think it's a fucking hoax, dude?
Yeah, the people who think
What
it's
about
a
the
hoax.
people that actually think it's a hoax? What about the people that think that this is like...
Rick,
Yeah.
and there's actually, as you said this, a meme came on and it says 38% of Americans won't buy Corona beer because of the coronavirus. And then at the bottom it says, these are the same people who think chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, it's a sophisticated version of the same fucking thing, dude. If you think you get coronavirus from Corona, you're the fucking person back in the day who thought that chocolate milk came from brown cows. How do you feel about that?
How now, brown cow?
It's a pretty insane
Yeah.
thing to
And
think
you're gonna
of.
motherfucking vote.
I mean,
Throwing screwballs over
that
here.
means your mom's was so fucking lazy.
Your mom.
She couldn't mix the fucking chocolate
That's
with the
good.
white.
Discredited the shit out
Stirred
of the
around.
chocolate milk making community.
Wait.
We need a march.
Wait. Are you criticizing people that bought pre-made chocolate milk over
And
yours
never
that-
just
that
fucking
stirred it together?
stirred it up.
That's
You
what
know,
you're. That's
what-
what you're fucking
what I'm doing.
targeting right now. The lazy pre-mixed chocolate milk drinkers.
So if you buy Yoo-Hoo, you're a sucker?
That's
That's exactly what the fuck.
lazy ass
I
bitch.
feel like that's
He
bullshit.
You
just
and your
called all
Nestle
your
Quick. Get
mothers
the fuck
lazy
outta here.
Yeah,
for
right.
buying pre-mixed.
Yeah. I don't know about your mom, but my mom squoze chocolate breast milk. I got the real shit.
Squoze.
Yeah.
Like that's like a moment of judgment passing that went on.
Oh,
and,
man,
like
look at
there
her
were
squoze
times
it.
where you were at a friend's house and they were like, "Oh, just go in the fridge and get whatever you want."
Right, and he's like,
you
"Oh."
saw that container and you like slowly walked out of their house and you're just like, "Nope."
He backs all the way out the front door.
And he
Don't
falls over the
fucking
steps.
hurt me. I saw you got Yoo-Hoo in the fridge. Fucking heathens.
Fucking lazy
Satan
motherfuckers.
worshipping heathens.
He goes to school
Yeah.
and there's like the chocolate milk and the regular
Yeah.
and he gets it. Then he gets little chocolate
I
packets.
can guess who
and
you
mixes
vote for.
it himself.
You go over to the house,
Mix
there's
it
just
with a
lines
spork.
of cocoa powder on the fucking sink and shit. You don't know real fucking chocolate milk.
Yeah.
When you pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you mix your own fucking chocolate milk, right?
That's part of it. That's part of it. It's definitely cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheap.
It's just
feel
one
like it
more
would
step.
be.
It's one
You don't
more
feel like
step,
what-
and
I
it's
feel
cheaper.
like
Yeah, I feel like you're right. I feel
you
like
could
Yoo-Hoo's
get shit
expensive.
bag
Like
fucking dairy cow fucking
I'm
chocolate
saying
milk for
legit.
probably
No,
like
fuck
$2.
your Yoo-Hoo bullshit. I'm talking about like legit
Yoo-Hoo's more expensive.
pre-mix, like gallon, not than the pre-mix gallon chocolate milks.
Oh, how would
Are
you
they?
know?
How
would you know this? Looks like you're wandering the wrong fucking aisle there, Stones.
Look,
Yeah.
you
Because
guys,
I'm
I
pretty
never
sure
took it to
chocolate
Yoo-Hoo.
I thought you
That
had
was
some
an
judgment
assumption
for
you
that
made,
aisle.
and I never just corrected
Yeah.
it. I thought it was, you know.
I feel like
so-
he's a fucking chocolate milk boyer.
This is the hypocrites we were talking about right here.
Yeah.
No, I did both, motherfucker.
Oh,
Fuck that.
now it's
Oh,
both.
now he's into bisexuality. Now
Yeah,
he's
that's
a
what I'm saying. I don't care.
Now
I don't need
he's
to be
gonna step
judged.
in
I
and
don't
get
need
We're
to
fucking
marching in
parade.
the parade.
Oh, I'm sorry. The parade's offensive.
We're
the
taking
march.
the sash away.
By the way, march sounds way more offensive to me than fucking parade does.
Definitely.
We're going on a march. It sounds
Angry.
scary and angry to me.
A parade just sounds
This
like
shit escalated
tra-la-la.
over chocolate
Yeah,
milk.
parade sounds. Parade sounds like, oh, we're going to parade.
I'm gonna go home
Why?
and mix chocolate milk with chocolate milk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make chocolate milk with pre-made chocolate
You
milk
should.
in the powder.
Yeah.
Using the syrup or the powder?
Oh,
You got a whole new variable there, yeah.
You're a fucking powder user.
Yeah. Dude, the powder is
It's like the
best.
fucking milk chocolate community and the macaroni and cheese community just going to war over
Yeah,
powders
yeah.
and
Oh my god, with cheese
now,
powders
do
and
people that use
powders.
chocolate syrup also like Velveeta melted cheese?
Oh shit!
Oh my
yeah. Like you
or
got
does
two different
everything
groups?
need to be powder? Like
You
I
got
used
a
to
Velveeta
have-
Their
group
whole
and a
life
powdered
is just
mac and
powder.
cheese.
I used to fucking love
it's
Reese's
Tang,
Pieces.
it's fucking Kraft, it's you know, like everything is.
I loved Reese's Pieces and I loved really sharp cheddar. And one day I came with the idea to put the Reese's Pieces onto the sharp cheddar and ate that.
That's the
chocolate
worst
cheddar,
thing
and it was
ever.
delicious. Well, chocolate peanut butter cheddar.
That's
I can't.
vile
I can't. I don't know.
and awful.
I don't know.
I can't.
I don't know.
See, they're thinking about it. They're wondering.
It's
if
a
they
tough.
might
It's a
be right.
tough imagination. It's a. I don't.
Stones, do I
honestly
often
don't-
steer you wrong when it comes to eating foods?
Yes.
Not really.
I don't.
Chicken galore, Scorantino's
Listen,
pizza.
listen,
Don't fuck yourself,
I've
Stones.
asked you how many beers
Oh,
is
they'll
too many
set you up.
beers over here, and you don't know that answer. So I mean, that's the same with you. Fucking steer me wrong, bro.
Well, I don't think it's the same.
See, that's just him not steering you at all.
Yeah, that's
Right.
just steering yourself and blaming me for
Right,
your
like me
shit.
not paying attention one bit
Yeah.
about this bullshit
Yeah.
that comes out of his fucking mouth with that.
On
It's like-
paper, that sounds kind of nasty, but I had hot sauce on ice cream not too long ago, and that sounds gross, but it's actually pretty banging. I'm not gonna front.
Wow.
Yeah, like I would have never thought.
What
Apparently,
kind of hot sauce?
I don't
What kind
even
of
want to
ice
know.
cream?
Yeah, but would it really?
What kind of ice
If you
cream?
think
It was,
I don't
that's
know.
A, that's a, it was a Cayenne ice
Stones
cream
wouldn't know. He's
already,
mad as
so
fucking me
it
about
was
it.
Like I would put like.
already had the kind of the hot flavor to it because it was cayenne and ginger.
So you have like
Shit.
it's cayenne and
yeah,
ginger ice cream.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
it's already kind of spicy.
But it's like the dairy, like you think hot sauce and ranch go together. So like dairy and Tabasco or dairy
there's
hot
like
sauce
when you
already
get to the
work.
two
It was
complete
already-
opposite
When you-
ends of
when
the
you
spectrum.
But if it was
For
like
whatever
when you
fucking
chew
reason,
the
sometimes it
fucking-
works.
When you
I gotta
chew
invite
the-
people to this
Yeah, that
conversation.
would have been
It kinda-
nasty
it
as
would
hell.
just would have
yeah.
been weird. It would have
Like,
been.
been
so when you
nasty,
chew
yeah.
to the bottom of the fucking hot sauce ice cream cone, there's a chicken wing just lodged.
Uncooked.
Oh.
Like an uncooked.
Just a frozen drumstick.
Oh, I love sucking the frozen meat off this bone.
It's spicy.
It's-
Oh, a
spicy-
ginger chunk.
Ah!
A ginger chunk.
It sort of reveals itself as it
Oh, there's
melts.
some powdered chocolate in here.
It
Great.
gets stronger.
The salmonella
Yeah.
tastes great.
Oh my god, this salmonella is getting more potent the more I
As
suck.
it thaws out.
Yeah. Eventually, it's gonna get to a nice a balmy 98.6 degrees. And then it's gonna infect me with disease, even though it's the temperature I am naturally. I don't get it.
There's so many Asians spitting in our ice cream cones right
What's up, Donna? What's up, Summer? I'm trying to see what's going on here because there's people in the watch and there's people
too
in the
many
chat.
chats.
There's
That's the
chats
problem.
going on left and right, and it's a
A
total
real
thing.
breakdown.
My chocolate milk is made from Quick, the syrup, not the powder.
Yes.
Now, does that person that said that, are they like really like no fucking powder, or are they just like, oh, I always use the syrup. I never thought
I
about
like the
that.
powder.
And do
man.
people view
Like, are
them
they
now as the
vehement?
patricians or the plebeians of society? Like, are they like the upper echelon?
Just
if you
another
got
way to
syrupy
spit on
chocolate?
people.
Right.
Just
Thanks,
You?
Stones.
powder?
Yes.
So is powder
Did
like
I understand this? It's the
chocolate?
same
Well,
thing
the-
as the fucking
premix
Hellman's
was-
versus fucking dairy. What is it? Miracle Whip.
coupon regard.
Don't ever
no
talk
coupon.
negatively about Miracle Whip.
Gross.
Miracle Whip is amazing.
It's like sweet garbage.
It's amazing. that was a fucking. That's an extreme.
Pretty spot
sweet
on, though.
Garbage.
Sugary
It tastes like someone
garbage.
took garbage and sweetened
I
it
feel
up.
like that's how roadkill smells. It's like sweet
Yes,
garbage.
like rotting meat, like just sweet.
Yeah,
garbage.
rotting road meat.
That's what Miracle Whip tastes like.
Kinda, to
Rotting
someone that
meat
would
and
like-
Rotting
sweet
road meat.
garbage.
To people that
Sweet
prefer
garbage.
Hellman's, yes.
I figured at
For
least
sure.
at
Oh,
least
they
a
freak
15
out.
minute
Everybody
to-
freaks out. that
Because
they're
it's
Hellmann's.
such
half-hour
a
window.
slap to your dick hole
What is?
difference in flavor. Because people
what?
that have only eaten mayonnaise expect. Did you ever pick up a drink and expect it to be like iced tea, but you accidentally picked up like fucking Jägermeister by accident?
Oh,
right.
no.
And that first
That's an
sip,
awfully specific
like,
accident.
that like first sip like fucks you up because your
Like,
whole
oh shit, yeah.
situation changed
Right.
against your will.
Right.
Like people that have only had fucking Hellmann's
Remember that time you
get
mixed
fucking
Deer's
Miracle
Blood
Whip
with
by
lemonade?
accident, or they didn't know about it. Like, dude, that's like a shock that like is unexplainable.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing.
But you can explain
I'm
it by
not
saying
getting
it's
over
like
this.
sweet garbage.
You were like, oh, look at this lemonade, but it was Jaeger. The only time I've ever
that's how
accidentally
I
did that was
usually do
like, who the fuck
Well,
wants
dude,
lemonade?
Yeah, and if I want
Jaeger.
lemonade, I do it like that too. I'm like, ooh, lemonade every time.
And then you taste it,
Oh
and
my
you're just
God.
like,
Melted hot
It
This whole
reminds me of
chocolate.
I have a friend who on the show. Well, whatever.
Oh, thanks for that great
Thanks
story.
for
man.
joining me.
what a build up that was.
I don't want to say who it is. It just
He got rid of the
Well,
meat
you can
and
get
potatoes.
that
somebody thought they were smoking weed and it was accidentally crack,
Oh,
and
man.
it reminded me of the same thing. You know, like,
Yeah,
that's a big surprise.
On a micro, macro
Right,
fucking
yeah.
level.
Yeah.
One shot of Jaeger.
What
not
a
paying
low-key,
attention.
high-key
Yeah,
situation.
it was a low key, high key situation.
That was the,
You should have known it was sweet garbage when it got in your hands.
All right.
Sarah said, you ever do it? And like, then your whole life has been like compromised at that point. Smoking crack and being like, I thought this was weed. It's not my
I
life
just
being
thought
compromised.
this was my
This
normal
is
brain.
every hour of my day now is going to be like, I thought I was smoking pot.
Was I?
That's low key, high key.
Wow.
That's a low key, high key situation.
Wow.
I met a guy tonight I wanted to have fun with and got the cops showed up and arrested him for trafficking. Random. Kevin said that. I don't know.
I don't know what that. Oh, this sounds like a traumatic
Larry
event.
Kayla joined the chat. What's up? No,
Bless you.
Thank you.
Donna
You're welcome.
Palmer's back in the chat. What's up? Oh my God.
Arnold
This is-
Palmer? I just
Donna
swear
Palmer,
you.
Donna Palmer.
Salute Donna.
Arnold Palmer is what you thought the Jaeger was.
How annoying of a person would I be if every time I took a drink or something, I was like, Arnold Palmer. Like, and you guys just had to deal with it. Like, imagine how many times on the show you can make a supercut. We're drinking water tonight. It's so annoying.
Like every time,
Every
though.
single time.
Yo. Oh, shit.
Chocolate milk with syrup.
Arnold Palmer is the funniest one. Arnold Palmer. Just like,
Holy shit, dude. Dude, so you're gonna perform tonight?
I'm down, yeah.
Are you gonna beatbox? Will you beatbox tonight?
do you want me to?
I'm
That's
down,
up
yeah.
to you, dude.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm about
Everyone's
it.
really depressed.
I'll even
Yeah, I
freestyle
don't wanna
some.
That's
I don't
not
want
true.
to
I'm worn out from all the laughing.
Everyone's depressed sounding all the time as it is,
Yeah.
like 100%.
Well, you're no
always.
fucking way both about shit.
Okay, so listen. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut to our break just a couple of minutes early, so we can get set up. Okay, we're cutting to an ice in the face break. I believe Stones was the guest, And when we come back,
Probably.
this place will be transformed and revolutionized into the performance space.
We will have a disco ball.
Well, Frankie V is here. Dude, Frankie V, thank you so much for showing up tonight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you for inviting me.
We're so lucky. We are
Here,
so
can you
fucking...
do like a?
Epic
fail.
Frankie,
I found that in the hallway.
We're so lucky to know you.
I'm so lucky to know y'all, for real.
You
Yeah.
can't just pick up wayward, folded
Oh, right, with the
papers.
coronavirus.
I know, you don't know what's
Oh,
in there. It could just be a
smallpox.
bacteria packet.
So listen, we're going to cut to our break. When we come back, we're going to have the space transformed, and we're going to get a completely impromptu performance tonight. Because that's where we're going tonight. And thank you, everybody, for watching so far. Share it and tell people to come watch it, because it's going to be great. And like this episode and say something and say hi to one another. And do whatever you got to do.
Oh, I'm cutting you off.
It gets
Jesus
swifty.
with this guy.
Do whatever you're going to do.
You're listening to us. Get the bass.
It's a ploy.
But this made me wonder
it's all
if do
media
you think
bullshit.
that the hardcore KFC addicts during the chicken shortage,
No, they got
do you
chicken.
think that
They got
they were
chicken.
still going to KFC and
Yes.
buying the gravy?
No, they got chicken too. The hardcore KFC addicts got their chicken the way that they wanted it. Absolutely. 100%.
What makes them so
It
special?
makes it sound like he's selling chicken in alleys.
Flintstones, when
And
there's
he's
a
like, don't you worry.
heroin- when
Don't
there's
you
a-
worry. They got their chicken. Don't you worry.
Well,
He's
listen,
selling-
heroin
No,
dealer.
why
No,
he
he's
leaves
got a
oil-
point.
You're
why he
dealing
leaves
drugs.
oily fingerprints on everything.
He's got a point, though. He's right. If a heroin addict wants their heroin, I don't care how much restraint they say there is.
you
They're
take
gonna
care
find
of
something.
the good customers. The
Look,
payers.
there's
That's who you
If
take
there's
care
no
of.
chicken, there's no fucking chicken, all
There's
right?
YouTube tutorials
no.
on how to copy the
Just
recipe.
answer the fucking
bullshit.
question.
What, when
There's
they buy
always
grace-
chicken.
gravy
That's what I'm
without
answering the
chicken?
question
Yes.
with.
Absolutely, they
There's
would get
always
the gravy.
chicken.
They would always get. They would definitely get the gravy. The gravy's
Right.
just as delicious as the chicken is.
Right. Yeah.
It's just as important.
Cartman proved that.
Yeah, man. If you have biscuits and dip, or the fucking the machine mashed potatoes,
Oh,
fuck.
this is all ploy. This is them in the media. This is them in the marketplace.
This is them saying,
This is them
look how good it is
punching
we
their-
ran out.
Right,
And
yeah.
everybody's going to be like,
Right.
man, when they get that
Oh,
shit back
man,
in, I'll be
they're
the
so
first one to
awesome.
get it.
That's all
creating
the fuck that
shortages.
says. That's it. There's nothing more to this than that. It can't be. Can't be.
They're like the government. There are no mistakes. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, there's no mistakes to government.
No mistakes.
Yeah,
Local
definitely
government,
none.
maybe.
Yeah.
But big government, no, there's no mistakes.
Negatory.
None.
God, it isn't normal here.
Do you?
My toilet broke and I had to poop in a bag. To start, this is absolutely humiliating. My toilet broke last night. My
Why
husband.
is it humiliating if you're doing it private?
My toilet broke last night. My husband
He
has
wasn't
my
using
car.
a lady-friendly bag.
Right.
It was just it was like a crinkly
Yeah, it's like,
chip. It was a
stop
crinkly
crinkling.
Doritos bag.
and then from the other room, he's like, honey,
Why was that
you're
all
not
that
using the
noise?"
lady bag. Get off my bag. To start this absolutely humiliating, my toilet broke last night, and my husband has my car while his is in the shop. I had to poop and absolutely could not hold it anymore, and there are no neighbors for miles. I pooped in a garbage bag.
If
That
there's
was
no
the
neighbors
mission
for
in itself.
miles, there's
just poop
woods.
outside, right? Unless there might be bear out
Yeah,
there or
like
moose.
my guess is that
What
she
are they
took
gonna
the
do?
bag outside. So why
Listen.
why not get rid of the middleman?
Hold on, this gets so weird.
If there's a bear out there, you just make a lot of noise and make yourself look bigger while you're shitting. I mean,
Yeah, that
What a
sounds
great idea.
that sounds easy.
So has it ever occurred to you that the reason why this whole dumpster fire thing came about is because your advice
You
is
make
terrible?
suggestions like that.
Start looking in.
I don't wanna. That sounds like birth control. Depressing.
I pooped in a garbage bag. That was a mission itself and threw it in a dumpster. I'm horrified the trash man will see it and know it came from my house. FYI, the house is being remodeled, so yes, there's only one toilet. Is there a way they could know it came from my house?
Well, when you put it
Well,
in
they're
your
gonna have it
garbage can.
tested.
Well, that's the whole thing. I imagine this garbage man, hey, yo, dude, come here. And
There's a
talks to
lot
the
of
other garbage man. It's
flies
like,
and
hey,
mealworms
did you see
around
this garbage
one.
bag?
Yeah, like,
This is filled with shit. We need to know where this came from. Get the lab on the phone.
right.
You know how common it is for people to
shit
throw
and stuff?
shit bags into local dumpsters?
Is it common?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel way better about it
time
now.
immemorial.
Bodies,
I feel so much better about it
shit.
now.
Yeah.
I had to do that
Cats.
once. I had to do that one time in my life.
Shit
I had
in a
to,
garbage bag?
No, worse. I had to shit in a filing
in
cabinet.
his hands.
Did somebody have to hold the filing cabinet up while you're shitting the door?
Did you shit under S?
No.
Did you have to shit in the top drawer?
I was doing a job, doing inspections for the solar shit or whatever, the construction, and
Man, people are really gonna want to hire you after this little
well,
number.
I had to shit, and I couldn't go anywhere because the
I know the
inspector
feeling.
could come.
I used to do tile
There was nothing-
installation
there was
on
nothing
jobs. I know what you mean.
nearby for me to go.
I shit
nothing.
in many a bucket.
So I took an umbrella and I squatted in the back of my truck.
He's holding an umbrella
because there's windows. There's windows all around.
It's like a fucked up Mary Poppins.
It's a Ford.
It's like
It's
the
a
Mary
Ford.
Poppins
It's a- what the fuck
parody
was it?
porn.
Hold on. It's a frilly pink umbrella.
It's a
And
parasol.
he's sitting on a fucking filing cabinet in the back of a truck.
It's a paper
this
umbrella.
little dinky fucking filing cabinet with plastic drawers, and I was like, "That's what I'm gonna shit in." And I had to shit in the
There's
drawer.
golden light
I
coming from the
shit-
sky out. It's
I
like,
shit-
oh, that's what I'm gonna shit in.
I shit in the drawer. I crouched down with the umbrellas so none of the neighbors could
He
see
wept.
into the truck. And I fucking shit in this drawer. And I fucking closed the drawer. I put it in the back of the truck. Went to the inspection. When the inspection was over, I found a dumpster to throw the drawer out in, and I was missing a drawer in that filing cabinet from then forward.
You kept it.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Why am I gonna throw out a perfectly good filing cabinet? It's still got two good drawers. Hey, what happened to your bottom drawer? Oh, some shit happened.
Got shitty.
Just got shitty. I tossed it out.
I drove it out to the middle of nowhere, got rid of it in an unknown dumpster where no one could find me. I drove it 20 miles out of town, so I couldn't find its way back.
He saves the coordinates on his phone just in
This
case.
shit wheels its way back on the two little wheels in the back of the
It's
drawer.
like, look,
It wasn't my proudest moment.
I imagine it wasn't your least proudest either. So, sheep attacks children and daycare worker after escaping the farm. What's great is they show a picture of a sheep looking back over his shoulder.
Like all mad.
Yeah, it's like the angriest sheep. He looks like he's about to turn around. He looks like, what did you just say about my mother? That's what he looks like. If a sheep could look like that. Yeah. But it's really great because, like, apparently, like, as the daycare operator is walking by with two small children, a boy and a girl, for unknown reasons, the sheep attacked them and rammed them. It was followed by a standoff between Moses, the sheep, and the daycare operator until passers-by and eventually the police arrived at the
Wrangled
scene.
him in.
Oh, Moses the sheep, man. Too good. Hopefully,
He's gonna live on one of those disabled animal farms now, where people feed him corn. But
Yeah, I
there's
hope
a sign
he
in
goes
front
out
of
to
him
the
that says,
island that
"Be
the
careful."
cows. I hope he goes and lives on the island that the cow escaped to.
That's what's that animal farm down in like South Toms River?
Tom's River Animal Farm.
No. Fucking
I don't know, some kind of popcorn farm.
Yeah, popcorn farm.
Yeah,
Popcorn,
that's it,
popcorn
yeah.
zoo. Popcorn zoo.
That's it, yeah.
Popcorn zoo.
God,
popcorn
you
zoo. Have you
just
ever been
made
to
him so
Have
excited.
you been to Popcorn Zoo as an adult?
I don't know. I don't think
This
I've
is
been
what
there.
he was
Oh
like
my
when
God.
he shit in a cabinet.
It's all the worst.
A filing cabinet.
It's all the worst farm animals gathered together
You know
that
what?
want to eat you.
I like those animals.
They're all like fucked
They're like,
up.
I'm tired of popcorn. I want the meat around your
They,
sweet
like, people
femur.
literally throw popcorn at them because they're afraid of them in a way.
Yeah.
So all day long, you just see people throwing popcorn at
And they're
these
like,
poor
I would
animals.
want nothing more than to eat your
I
sweet
think
neck meat.
it's a little more complicated.
Yeah, I think
It's
it's a bit more
not more
complicated.
complicated than that at all. That is
Stones will give you all sorts of complex reasons for things, but when it comes to the popcorn zoo,
it's pretty
it's as
simple.
simple as a
It's
bunch of
fucking
fucked
cut
up
and
farm
dry.
animals. It's cut and dry.
That's like the story of his entire life.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of fucked up farm
Yeah,
animals.
fucked up angry farm animals. They want to eat you. Hopefully that's the last time Moses gets out the fence.
Then they take that picture of him.
Yeah, right before they axe him in the forehead.
Whoopsie daisy.
Whoops, sorry, Moses. All right, so what you got next?
I don't have a whole lot else, but I do want to tell you that the natural almond flavor in Honey Nut Cheerios, it was crushed up peach pits.
Huh?
Man, do you feel good or bad about that?
In Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you feel deceived? Because I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I don't know what else peach pits are in.
Yeah, right.
But most people would assume that they're like walnut shells.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what
yeah.
are you going to use them for? Which walnut shells are also used in things?
Yeah.
So, like, I wonder,
A few.
like, are they just like, we have all these peach pits laying around?
Yeah, like, fuck.
Like, do you think it was like an actual decision?
Guys, like, you know,
with any other benefit besides that we have nothing else to do with these shitty peach
right.
pits?
You just got like these dudes, there's peach pit collectors out in the dumps, and they're like, man, we got buckets and buckets of these fucking things. They take forever to dig out of the garbage. But why are we doing this?
We have to get through all these shit drawers to get to the good peach pits.
Yeah, I was, you know, and like the interview guy, he's all like, yeah, you know, so I was sifting through the dump and I found a drawer full of shit.
So
and I
what-
chucked it to the side, and there were all these
so-
peach pits underneath.
So what do they make these peach pits into again? Honey nut,
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Wow.
The almond,
What are-
natural almond flavor is crushed up peach pits.
Man, that's fucking crazy.
Huh.
Huh.
Talk about a hard, shitty diet.
What do they do with all the fucking glorious peach meat? I guess places that serve that sell you canned peaches, right? They got to do something with the pits.
They
right?
send them off to Cheerios.
They send them
Yeah,
off
apparently.
to Cheerios.
Yeah.
Shit.
Seems so dirty.
Yeah, man, it's all fucking one thing.
Like actually dirty. Like imagine the pits, they're all sticky and gross and they have to be sent over to another factory from one previous factory.
I'd
and
much rather see the outdated avocados getting used in a responsible way.
I know, man. They just turn to shit so fast, and then it's just
And then
bullshit.
they just chuck them.
Yeah, they're worthless.
They just fucking throw them out. You know, it's like
They go from
fuck,
like
man.
$3 of fucking fruit
Right.
to a fucking worthless, nothing
Right,
polished
and
shit.
then they're like fucking toss them to the side.
Yeah,
you can freeze them.
you can freeze them, but after they
Yeah, but
start going
don't.
to shit, yeah,
They don't.
No.
They don't give a shit.
No,
They're
they
like,
just-
fuck you. Fuck
yeah.
your pit. Fuck your fruit. Fuck all of it.
yeah. Fuck the spoonful of good avocado left in this rind.
Dirty old football.
Some Happy Cheerios is doing something.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean,
they're really
not
contributing
really.
to the world with this.
Not so much.
Well,
I mean, General Mills is known. General Mills will will forever be known in my mind as the company, the founder of the company that made circumcision in the United States a common practice.
What an asshole.
To avoid masturbation.
yeah.
That is literally what.
Yeah,
happened.
and it's definitely not slowing anybody down, so
Yeah.
it fucking didn't work.
But yet we still
Jerk off.
well, no.
Yeah.
We still have, clean shaven cocks, I guess.
It's awful.
I guess is how you put that.
Are they clean shaven?
Well, I mean,
Mutilated,
the foreskin is gone, so that's
mutilated.
shaven, right?
Yeah, sure.
Is that mutilated or
Ripped off.
shaven?
It's an exposed head.
I prefer shaven.
What are you talking about?
I prefer shaven myself, personally, just because I grew up in an era.
Yeah. I like to think of mine as just trimmed up a bit.
You know,
It had a little tummy tuck
little tummy tuck.
to keep it
Little
from
tummy
looking
tuck.
all willy-nilly.
I had some plastic surgery that was, approved by the insurance companies.
Yeah,
Stuff you're not
sure.
going to see in the future.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm.
Besides, my weight's already a problem. I don't need extra shit hanging off the end of anything. I'm just trying to justify it for myself so I don't feel bad. That's all.
Right. Exactly.
I think everything looks good, and I'm just
Exactly.
gonna try to appreciate it for all it's worth. But that doesn't mean I disagree with you.
It's what I've been told. It's out of a textbook,
and I just needed to. I need it to be okay for me. If I ever made the mistake of having a child, I would ensure not to trim off anything. I'll leave that up to him.
Well, yeah, my kids grew up in a different era.
Blame the era. That's what our grandparents and great-great-grandparents do. They blame the era.
Yeah.
It was just normal back then to
It was
treat
normal.
people that way.
It's normal.
Yeah.
That's just what it was.
Yeah.
I got one more story.
Blame
Speaking
the
of,
era. I was as dumb as my era. That's the best to hope for.
yeah, that's a story. That's Stones' book. I was as dumb as my era.
I strove to be average.
Hey, man.
I didn't reach for anything.
I just tried to get by. I thought I was going to be rich.
Embrace the status quo.
This is all the opening pages. It's a bestseller, especially if it's the audiobook is told in this format. By the way, speaking of mutilation, discovery of 54 human hands sparks mystery as nobody knows where they came from.
Wasn't it human heads?
Human hands. Trust me, I'm looking at a picture of them.
54.
54 of them. So a good thing it was an even number. An odd number would tell me somebody's still out there.
Somebody's got a thumbs up.
All of the hands spell out the letters of who did it, and they have to like organize them the right way.
It doesn't spell that out. It spells like boobs.
Yeah, right. And on a mountaintop,
8008.
it's a far east of Siberia near China. So you know some crazy dude dressed in all white's hiding in the snowy mountains looking down, and when they spell out boobs in the snow, he's like, and like, he's like, wait till they see what comes next. And he's got a whole bag of hundreds of more hands, but they're super heavy.
So there's 54.
54 hands.
I can't even imagine finding that many people there.
And there's something about the wording of this article, Sarah, that bothered me, and I wanted to read it to you. There is a, quote, mystery over who the sinister hands belonged to when they were chopped
Why were
off.
the hands sinister?
That's my question. The hands aren't sinister. What happened to them is what's sinister. The hands are just dead hands.
Yeah, but you don't know if they died of natural causes or if they died of,
What, they killed themselves?
Supernatural causes.
They chopped
I was gonna say holistic, but
holistic, the interconnectedness of all things. They chopped themselves off? You know how hard it is for a hand to chop itself off at the wrist?
holistic could be any kind of medicine.
It's the interconnectedness of all things. And these hands aren't part of it. Not anymore.
History isn't that old.
And what's fucked up is they found one hand like up the river, and then a bunch of fishermen said something stupid about it. They said,
Isn't it sideways? Here's the thing that's sideways.
The
Here's the
hand just starts, its fingers walk
Here's the
away.
thing that's absolutely sideways. We now in this
Day
time
and
and
age.
day and age in this era have to endure the fact.
Oh, and here we go with
that-
the era talk.
that not too long ago we had
Hands in bags.
hands in bags because
Why not?
why not?
Yeah.
Just think you just take 5 hot dog buns and you fan them out.
You got snacks for the whole family. Have a finger sandwich.
With some Doritos.
Yeah, with some lady
feminine
approved Doritos.
Don't want anyone crunching on your handwich.
Yeah. And we also want to get your female dander up. So
Your dandwich.
your danderwich. Your handerwich.
Burn him at the stake.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the quote that I read because one of the fishermen near that area said something.
Yep, that's a hand, all right.
Well, basically,
I'm sure the fisherman had some deep insight.
But I think this story would have been so much more interesting if all 54 hands scattered in different directions and they were like hiding behind trees and
Or if they
stuff.
were like pointing. If they were pointing.
And no matter which way they turn them, they spin and point in the same direction. These hands react to the North Pole.
Right, or if they all have the blowjob symbol.
Yeah. or half of them make a circle and the other half point a finger and jam it through the circle over and over. And they're like, something supernatural's at work here.
Hello, 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 hello.
All right.
Mic check.
2-2.
Chickadee jiznock. Check, check, check.
Mic check 00010010000. Some words, Frankie. Yeah. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah.
Curtains. Curtains, like
Curtains.
like the 1920s gangster. You gotta get curtains. It's curtains for you. It's curtains for you.
One more time, and you rap a little bit.
All right. Yo. I'd rather eat falafel with vegan waffle cause meat is awful. No need for goggles to see the problems in each department. In the industry, with guillotines for trees to chop and turn to vegetables. But we ain't even talking Stephen Hawking. R.I.P. for big, it's easy walking through a CD. Also when I'm 3D watching on my TV, dropping my zucchini on your chick. Giving the instrumentals different season toppings in the underground where they produce the beat that's popping. And I ain't even in my Amazon Prime. Get my basket online. So
Let's give it a real start. Hold on. What? Excuse me.
Yo, that was good, dude.
Are we? That'd be awesome.
It is awesome.
Glad you interrupted that.
What is happening right now?
I have to get in position so I can actually film this shit. I was just sound checking you guys.
Oh, I thought you were doing something with curtains.
Oh, I'm doing that too.
Curtains.
So that
It's
so it
curtains
looks
for
nice.
you.
Excuse me.
I feel like a cane is gonna come out and just pull me off stage right behind the curtains.
Yoink.
Shit. Yeah.
Much better.
Those canes definitely did exist.
Yeah.
The yoink canes, the ones on the side of the.
Yeah.
Excellent stage left.
Before they get tomatoes thrown at them, yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna introduce you guys. All right. Is that cool?
Sure.
Yes,
Since we're live
sir.
anyway.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, everybody? So Awesome Talk Season 12, Episode 10 has been a lot of fun tonight. And tonight, first off, thank you to Frankie V for coming out tonight and filling in for the performance this evening. What? So I think the update is that still Rob Marchi is the king.
Rob is 1 in something.
He's like 1 in 100 or something like that.
It's the other way around. It's the other way around.
Beast.
We're up to it's like 11-1. I am right now against
Okay.
Matt.
It was almost 2 and
So it's close.
It
So
was
it's
almost
close. Okay.
almost 2 and
Yeah,
98.
he got around. He got around.
So Rob Marchi, for some reason, he's just got he's got a few wise years on him when it comes to Mortal Kombat. That's all it is, man. It's gonna take a little time.
It's a lot of luck.
It's gonna take a little time. Frankie V, do you have anything coming up that you want to promote?
Me and the homies, Team Rock Cassette, we're doing a show with Head PE coming up on the 20th. Doing a show with Billy Blaze on the 13th. Got some grind mode ciphers and fun stuff going on. I'm working tomorrow too. That's something coming up. Yeah.
And where can people find you online?
You can find me at facebook.com/FrankieV123. And then, or you could type in Team Rock Cassette. There's a like page there. And then, or on Awesome Talk tonight, you can find me online right now. Actually, you already found me there if you're watching it. Yeah.
All right. So again, thank you everybody tonight for watching. Thank you guys for performing tonight. Thank you for everybody who liked it and shared the show and that other good fucking shit. And thank you to our sponsor, Nevermore-Designs.com. All right, I got it. It's coming. Okay.
Got him again. Got him again. We do a little improv. Is that what we're doing? You good?
Yeah. I'll
we'll
rock
just
with it.
fucking-
Yeah,
all right,
we're just gonna kick a verse or two and then freestyle some stuff.
Word. All right. So,
I'm done with that. Yeah. I'm in it to win it when I race to the finish. Hitting the ribbon, getting first place, taking the gold, my place in the throne. Sitting in it, flipping like a ginger with foot up on my bars. Cause I stick on my toes, a living with it, which is why you fell. Swimming all by yourself, cause you really didn't want the smoke like Michael Phelps. I can make iron melt, the ghost writer, I can help. Make the stars align with the title of Orion's belt. Give them all kind of wealth, whipping celebrities, reinventing the wheel, spinning to put them in jeopardy. Ain't coincidentally predicted a second beat. Yeah, I call that instrumental telepathy. F the laws of physics, you better be bending these rules. But I'm gonna do it telekinetically. You don't like what I say? You hear the real in it. Coupon 2 for 1. You gotta deal with it. Yeah, I'm hip hop's combat. Cause we do it on the contract. Right now, I'm feeling real hard. Kinda like my homie over here on Mortal Kombat. Yeah, and it's all freestyle. Meanwhile, they're eating on the LSD vials. You know that I got the skills. I'm about to start war over chocolate milk right now. When I do it with the tights down. Have every motherfucker go and lie down. When I do it with the freestyle. Meanwhile, have all these MCs go and see now, yeah, you know I'm hip-hop's Batman. About to eat the track away like Pac-Man. Over there, that's that, at the arcade. Feeling like sharp rage, yeah. And I got Mark Twain in the family. Damn MCs when I slam them one at a time. You know that I'm a mastermind. About to cut them out my circle like an apple pie. Freestyle, and you know I don't advertise a damn thing. About to boom to the bam bang. About to have them all kiss the damn ring, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, shit.
Guys. Thank you. Everybody, dude, that was awesome, man. That was awesome. Thank you, dude.
Thank you, my dude.
So that was it. That was the show. Awesome Talk, Season 12, Episode 10. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching and all that other good shit. You know what to do otherwise. You know what to do otherwise. Stay hydrated. Don't fuck around. Words to live by. Bye. Peace out. Matt Lahosi, thank you very much.